Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you all the mods that I'm currently using in my game right now, as of July 2022. It is over 100 mods, so I'm going to try to keep it brief. There's also going to be timestamps in video description so that you can skip to whatever mod you want to know more about. And all the mod links are going to be in video description on a little document file, because I'm not about to get another strike on my channel. Starting out, we have the No Intro mod. This is the oldest mod that I have in my game. I got it in 2014. I never had to update it. It never broke with an update. Still standing. This mod removes the Sims 4 and Max's logo intro from the start of the game, making it load faster, as you can see. I did the tests. It's 7 seconds faster. If I'm recording, if I'm not recording, which I'm usually not when I start up the game, it's 20 seconds faster. Totally worth it. The loading screen mod that I'm using is actually an edit of an existing one that is online, so I can't share it, but what I can share is the original, so that's what I'm gonna be linking. I'm also gonna leave a link to a video tutorial showing you how you can make your own loading screens. It's actually not as hard as you think it is. If I did it, you can too. The CAS background that I'm using, I've made it a long time ago. I keep changing it. Some days it's blue, and other days it's pink, some other days it's white. It's actually really easy to do your own CAS backgrounds. I made a video tutorial a few years back on it, and I haven't watched it since, but I think it still holds up, because nothing has changed in the way that I make these CAS backgrounds. To use a custom CAS background, you're gonna need a Blob Remover. The blob is a blue circle that is at your Sim's feet. The reason why it's there is to give your Sim a shadow. The Blob Remover mod removes it. I don't know where I got the one that I have in my mods folder because it is from 2017. My guess is that the original creator deleted it or left the Simming community, so I cannot find it. But I did find an alternative, and that's the one that I'm going to be linking. It works the exact same way as the one that I have in my game. The CAS lighting mod changes lighting you have in CAS Sim. I personally use the neutral light version of the mod because it highlights my Sims' faces and also kind of defines their jawline a bit. The stand still in CAS Sim mod makes your Sims stand still in CAS, but not just regular Sims, all occult type Sims as well as Sims of any age. The tidy CAS organizes your CAS Sim. If you have multiple skin details and accessories and some other stuff, this mod is a must. It pretty much adds in these labels that tell you in what category the CC item is. So you don't have to wonder if you can overlay skin overlay with this other overlay. If it is in a different category, you can. So you don't have to click and keep trying different things until you figure something that works. The more columns in CAS increases the number of columns of the catalog panel in CAS Sim. You can choose from 3, 4, or 5 columns. Once you try it out, there's no going back. I always get shocked when I see the regular catalog. There's only 2 items per row. That is crazy. The amount of scrolling you're gonna have to do if you have CC is insane. Save your mouse scrolling wheel and get this mod. A new mouse costs money. This mod is free. I'm just saying. The more traits in CAS allows your Sims to have more than 3 traits. With it, toddlers can have 2 traits, children 3 traits, teens 4 traits, and the older life stages 5 traits. I only use this mod for one series, but what I love about it is that I can have it in on my mods folder, and I don't need to take it out for my other save files. If you want your Sims to only have 4 traits with this mod, you can safely exit CAS, and the game is not going to force you to give the 5th trait. If you want your Sims to still have 3 traits, you can also exit CAS, and the game is not going to force you to pick an extra trait. Lifetime Aspirations adds in 13 new aspirations and tweaks to current aspirations we have in game. The main goal of the mod is to remove the tutorial feel from the aspirations and just have an ultimate goal, like the aspirations we had in the previous games. It's not great if you want to get lifetime points to spend on the reward store, but if you ever played with the previous games, aspirations, then you'll know that when you do complete your lifetime goal, you'll get plenty of points to spend. The Gold Digger aspiration trait adds in a brand new aspiration and trait for Sims that want to marry someone rich, to live a good life, and possibly inherit their rich spouse's fortune after they tragically pass away. You also get 14 new interactions in-game when you are playing with this mod, as well as 16 new buffs. So if you're doing a Black Widow challenge, or you just want to have some fun with the game. You're also gonna have a fantastic time with your Sims' reactions, wishes, and moodlets related to the aspiration traits. The Child Aspiration Set adds in 4 new aspirations for your child Sims: the Perfect Angel, Little Einstein, Delinquent, and Child Star aspirations. They all have different new goals to complete. These aspirations require parenthood to work, and the Child Star aspiration requires Get Famous Pack, and the Little Einstein aspiration requires Get to Work Pack. The good thing though is that you can download them separately, so you can just install the ones that only require parenthood and you're good to go. The Grow Up Aspiration is a remake of the Grow Up Aspiration from Sims 2 if you don't want your kid to focus on a particular skill. This one is fantastic because your kid will get to do a little bit of everything and just pretty much be a kid, have fun. The Create a Sim Unlocks mod unlocks Create a Sim categories that were restricted for adults or for a specific occult sim or age, so that it can be used for any type of sim. The best way that I can explain this is, if you have played with werewolves, I'm sure this has happened to you. This nightmare. With this mod, you can access the skin details on your werewolf sim and you can remove the skin details, getting rid of this, whatever this is. Now we move on to the gameplay mods. First we have the AMC Command Center. I feel like everybody knows this one. It's really handy. With it you can change the game settings, not only for your household but for the ones that you're not playing, by clicking on a computer, and you can also change your sim settings by clicking on your sim. There is so much to this mod that I'm still finding new things every day, so I'm not gonna tell you all you can do with it because I don't know. What I'm gonna tell you is what I use this mod for. First, by clicking on the computer, MC Command Center, and going to settings, gameplay settings, you can change the maximum household size, so you can have more than 8 sims per household. On notification settings, aging death notifications, you can turn on notifications for sims that are related to your sim, so you know when they pass away. On relationship settings, you can allow teen parenting, turn off friendship decay, and my favorite, set the age bond duration. The Sims 4 age duration is set in stone. You can choose between short, normal, long, and that's it. But what if I want my teens to be teens for a couple more days and my babies to be babies for less days because they're useless? This is where you can change that. Not only for your sims but for cats and dogs too. MC Career allows your teenager sims to quit school if you're doing a challenge without getting the bad grade penalty, and you can easily join them back in school. MC Occult Aliens allows you to change the frequency you like your sims to be abducted by aliens, or if not at all. On MC Woohoo, which is an add-on to the MC Command Center mod, you need to download it separately. You can go to Woohoo Pregnancy and allow same-sex pregnancy. This is what I do for my berry sims whenever I have a same-sex couple. I don't really care about realism when I'm playing with berry sims. When you click on your sim, first thing you can do is modify household in CAS. This lets you access Create a Sim as if you're using the full edit mode sheet, so you can change anything you want on your sims. Sim commands, modify career outfit allows you to change your sim's career outfits. MC sheets, I use it mainly to change my sim's mood for screenshots. You do that by going to sheet sim info, mood buff control, and sheet emotion intensity. MC Cleaner is a godsend because it allows you to sell the entirety of your household inventory instead of having to do yourself one by one. There is no sell all items button. MC Dresser allows you to change your Sims outfits without canceling what they're doing. It's perfect for taking screenshots if you want to take a picture of what your Sim is doing but they're not in the right outfits. Also, another thing that you can do with the MC Dresser is fix your toddler's or kids' hair and eyebrow color if it has changed. It is possible to fix it if in one of their attires they have the correct hair or eyebrow color. If you notice they do have it, what you do is first go to MC Dresser and change them to the outfit that has correct hair and eyebrow color. Then, using the copy paste feature, you're gonna copy the hair. Now, since my toddler doesn't have the incorrect hair or eyebrow color, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into Create a Sim and change that really quickly. And now, as you can see, she has the wrong hair color. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the MC Dresser again, going to the copy paste, and this time I'm gonna paste the hair to all of her outfits. And as you can see, it is fixed. MC Pregnancy allows you to start pregnancies, just like that. And the relationships allows you to add in relationships to other Sims in the world. If you have a Sim already in the world and you want to give them some parents, for example, or a sibling. Or if you're moving save files and you have to separate your family into 2 different households because you cannot fit it all into one. When you move them to the new save file, the relationship they had is gone. Here, you can make them related again. The UI Sheets mod allows you to sheet by clicking on the user interface instead of having to look up a sheet and typing it. You can change your Sim's needs by left-clicking and change your Sim's age, adding traits, lifestyles, change relationship levels, skills, complete job assignments, holiday goals, all by right-clicking. As well as remove specific mullets that you don't really care about, they're just not convenient. This mod is great for convenience, and if you're lazy. The Better BuildBuy mod organizes your debug catalog, giving each item a proper name, making it easier to find by searching. And you can finally use the eyedropper tool on the debug or live edit item to clone it. If you are not familiar with these items, your BuildBuy items are separated into different categories. Some are accessible to you at all times, and others are only accessible using sheets. This mod lets you access those items without having to type any sheets out. And with all the catalog filtering options, you'll be able to find everything much faster and much easier. But that's not all you can do. There's also been some improvements made to BuildBuy mode. If you press tab, you can use FreeCam in build mode, and you can also access the light editor without leaving buy mode by shift-clicking on light that you want to edit. The CAS gameplay overhaul, I'm gonna be honest, I mainly got it because it adds in burglars to the game, but you can do so much more. By clicking on a mailbox, you can change the way the game works, making it harder for you or easier. If you think your Sims get into relationships too fast, like things are too easy, you can add in a cap limit per day, so there's only a certain amount of friendship points that your Sim can get with another Sim per day. If your Sim went through a major life event, the mullet they will get will have triple of the original duration, among many other things. But of course, if you don't want any changes to the game, or use other mods that change those things, you can turn settings off in-game very easily. Another cool thing is that you can have different settings for different save files. Every time you start a new game, the settings will all reset to default and you have to change them, but I find that great because I can have save files that are a little bit harder. If I'm doing Rex to Riches, I can make things harder for me while not affecting my other save files. You only change it once when you start a new family and you're set. The Teleport NEC mod is a statue object that you can buy for free that allows you to teleport Sims to the exact location of the statue. If the Sim you want to teleport is in the neighborhood, you use the teleport option, and if the Sim is nowhere nearby, you summon them. This mod works hand in hand with the Pose Player mod, which adds in the option to play poses and animations in-game. You simply click on whoever you want to pose and choose between pose by name or pose by pack. Unless you know the pose name, just click on pose pack. For this mod to work, you're gonna need to download poses. They come separately. You're gonna need to find what you want, and once you download them and add them to your mods folder, they'll show up over here in this menu. I'm gonna leave a link to a Tumblr page that is dedicated to sharing Sims 4 poses so you can find what you want easily. The Slice of Life mod comes in the form of packs. You download the base mod and then you pick whatever packs you want in your game. There's many packs. Me personally, I only use the memories, social life, personality, alcohol, and party packs. The memory pack allows your Sims to remember special moments and talk about them. The social life pack allows your Sims to call friends and family and even make group calls. The personality pack gives your Sims a brand new trait based off the MBTI personalities. After installing the mod, your Sim will be assigned their personality, or you can pick it for them. Based on their personality, they'll get different moodlets. An introvert will get tired by socializing and hate small talk. Extroverts are happier around others. Filler Sims will make other Sims feel heard. And perceiver types will get annoyed if they are forced to do something right away. And as a perceiver type myself, I relate. The alcohol pack allows your Sims to get drunk, and the party pack will let your Sims get invited to parties, cause I missed that from Sims 3. The interactions from the past mod adds in a few new interactions and some new functional objects to the game. I mainly just got it because I can make my Sims dance on counters again, but there's a lot more you can do. The personality mod adds in 6 reward traits for you to purchase, inspired by the Sims 2 Aspirations, and depending on what aspiration trait you buy for your Sim, their whims and wishes your Sims get will be influenced by it. The Have Some Personality Please mod will give your Sims more personality and make some things in game make sense. Like if you just started flirting with another Sim, you are not gonna get all the romantic options right away. Toddlers get more autonomy too, and they're gonna act more like their traits. All Sims will act more like their traits. The Wonderful Whims mod is fantastic. It adds in an attractiveness system to the game, and if you're looking for some realism without making it overbearing, this mod also adds in a menstrual cycle that affects pregnancy. Your Sims will get a fertility system, so getting pregnant isn't as easy. And now when your Sims woohoo, if they don't use protection or birth control, it could result in a pregnancy. There's some other things too, but the main thing is if you don't want a specific feature, you can easily disable it. The Relationship and Pregnancy Overhaul adds in so much to the game. The mod is separated by modules or packs, whatever you want to call them. So you install what you want in your game. I personally use the 1st, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th modules. The first module makes your sim have a preference towards having kids. Module 4 is all about paternity testing, which makes sims be able to confess cheating or lie about it, make them take paternity tests. It's great for drama. Module 5 is about teen pregnancy. Module 6 is about making sims that didn't want kids initially to come to accept it. Module 7 is another that is great for drama and storytelling. If your sim has cheated, they can come clean, give reasons to why they did it. Their partner can question them about it if they're suspicious, and everything in this mod gives your sim specific bullets related to what happened. It's nice to have your sims feel what has happened in-game in a deeper way. You know? Module 8 adds in artificial inseminations and surrogacy to the game, and Module 9 gives the adoption system in-game a complete overhaul, making it more realistic. The beta childbirth mod is a must if you have the Get Work pack, because it gives pregnancy and giving birth a complete overhaul. There's new animations, new interactions, new birthing options, and new mullets. And when your sim gives birth, their spouse is there, and they actually hold the baby and they get special mullets. It's so sweet. The Ultrasound Scan allows you to visit a gynecologist to do an ultrasound examination. When they come back, they'll have the scan in their inventory, and by checking the description of the scan, you can see how many babies you're having and their gender. The Pregnancy Mega Mod is an old one, but it's a good one. If you don't want your sim to travel to get the ultrasound scan, you can simply access their pregnancy info here. It's also a good way of knowing if your sim is pregnant before they take a pregnancy test, because this option only shows up for pregnant sims. The baby default replacement, I was debating adding it to the list, but in the end I did, because if not here, where does it belong? In the furniture CC? Where would I put it? I was using another one, but this is the one that I'm currently using in my game. The mood pack is an interesting one because on its own, it doesn't do much. It is required for other mods to work though. The only thing it does is that it adds in 44 moods to the game. So besides happiness, sadness, your sims now can get excited, feel disappointed, insecure, or tired, among many, many more. The First Impressions mod requires the mood pack to work, and what it does is that it adds in first impressions to the game. With it, every time your sim meets someone new, they'll get a sentiment of their first impression, and also a mullet if they're around that sim. And the person they just met, they will also get a first impression of your sim. It's just a fun mod to play with. The Contextual Social Interactions mod adds in new social interactions related to what has happened to your sim. If your sim got abducted by aliens, they'll be able to talk about it now. And if they are brought back to life, they'll also be able to talk about their experience. They can also express regret after getting a divorce or trash talk their ex. There's a lot to this mod. The Simda Dating App is a dating app for your sims to find true love, or just find a quick hookup. The Meaningful Stories mod is another mod that requires a mood pack, and what it does is that it redesigns the way mullets and emotions happen and change in game. Honestly, it's a little hard to explain, but once you install this mod, you will see exactly what it does. The Romantic Wishes mod allows your sim to congratulate other sims, and each interaction gives your sim a brand new mullet. Also, there is a new activity on the calendar, the Couples Anniversary, so that couples can celebrate their anniversary. The Autonomous First Kiss makes it so that your sim might get kissed by another without you having to control them to do it. So they'll do it on their own, without you telling them. They can only do it if they're in the right mood and they have traits that help, but it is completely random. It's just that when it happens, it's a nice surprise. The Autonomous Proposal mod works exactly the same way as the previous one, but this time with proposals. The cool thing about this mod though is that it lets you pick if you want to say yes or reject the sim. And even when the sim you are controlling is the one asking, you will get the dialog box asking what you want the outcome to be. The Preteen mod adds in an in-between phase for when your child sim ages up. They'll become a preteen instead of a regular teen. This mod requires the mood pack because it adds in new mullets. When your child sim ages up to a teenager, it is such a drastic change because teenagers look too grown. They're the same height as adults, and they can wear the same clothes as them. Preteens are shorter, they'll go to middle middle school instead of high school, and they'll go through phases more often. And there's also a new hygiene system that has been added. You know your sim is a preteen because they'll get this trait, and after a couple of days they'll turn into a regular teen on their own. You don't need to remove the traits, although you can if you want to. The education system bundle, as in preschool for toddlers where they learn skills, allows kids and teens to learn various skills while they're at school and while they do their homework, and you'll get more interactions for when they are away at school. And there's also an online school feature. This mod is separated into packs so you can pick what you want to have in your game. I personally only use the preschool, better schools, and online schooling packs of this mod. The school holiday mod adds in a new holiday tradition that allows your kids and teens to have a day off while grown-up sims still go to work. The first love mod allows your kids to have crushes. When they have a high friendship with another kid, they'll get the option to confess their crush, visit them, call them, text them, stargaze, monkey around, and eventually you'll be able to ask them to be boyfriend or girlfriends. It's really cute. Kids will not get a romance bar or be able to kiss because they're kids. When they age up to teens though, they will maintain their girlfriend or boyfriend status if they meet within 7 days. If you don't make them meet, the romantic relationship will disappear. But if you make them meet again, the relationship will get a romantic bar that is already filled at 50%. The Spend the Weekend with mod lets your kids stay with their other parent for a couple of days if their parents are separated. The Bad Grades Are Okay mod makes it so that your kids will not get taken away from you if they have bad grades. I mainly got it so that I would still be able to choose my sims straight if they didn't do well at school. I don't know if it helps with that because I managed to get my kid a good grade in the end, but it's still a nice mod to have. The Faster Homework mod does what it says. It lets kids and teens complete their homework faster. Moving over to some more lighting mods, but this time pertaining to gameplay. The NoGlo mod fixes lighting in-game so that they don't glow when it's bright and they're visible when it's dark without having to buy a ton of lights. The Out of the Dark mod improves the in-game lighting system, making indoors not look as dark or blue. It's weird, but the lighting has a blue tint to it, which yes makes it easier for you to see things when it's dark, but it also gives the environment a very cold feel, because blue is a cold color. This mod fixes that by making you be able to see things in dark but with no blue tones. The Purple Skies mod overhauls the outdoor lighting we have in-game, reducing the bloom and fog effect for better visibility, removing the blue shadows and giving the skies new colors. The Keep the Sims in Home region makes it so that Sims don't leave their home world, so you won't see Bella Goth going for a jog in Bruntel Bay anymore, and whoever works on stands and bars are Sims that live in that world, which might be a problem. In my Berry Pastel Rainbow Sea save file, Agnes Crumplebottom turned out to be my maid, which was an interesting choice. But if you're playing with Berry Sims, this is a huge help because you can pretty much just give a makeover to Sims that live in the world that you are playing on and ignore everything else, and no other Sims are gonna spawn in the world, ruining the immersion. The Sims Spawn Overhaul kinda does the same as the Keep Sims in Home region mod, but there's more, and there's different variations to this mod. I personally use the Smarter Walk-By with Pets. That makes it so that Sims won't go out if it's raining or snowing a lot, strangers will not knock on my door to visit me for no reason, and vampires won't burn if they're out during the day in Forgotten Hollow. And stray pets can show up everywhere, in any world, not just Brunton Bay. The No Blur in this mod removes the blur you have when something is far away. The No Fade on Everything mod allows you to get up close and personal to everything without things disappearing if you get too close to them. The Pastel World changes the look of some of the live edit objects, which are the items used to create the worlds, and makes them look more pastel. Some trees will be pink, and some buildings will have a lighter color scheme. The Moon and Lunar Cycle replacement replaces the look of the moon in the game. And the Berry World Renamer is a new one that I got. They changes the world names to Berry themed ones. In order for them to work, you need to start a new save file. I used to have the World Renamer mod by All My Sims, but it's been deleted. This one does the exact same thing, but the worlds already come with names. I'm not the one that named them. I am, however, gonna leave a link to a video showing you how you can change your world names yourself. And now we come to that point in my list in which the mods are pretty straightforward in what they do. They're mostly fixes for the base game as well as packs, so make sure you own the packs before you download. I separated them in the mod list. I'm not gonna be talking about all of them because again they're self-explanatory. I am gonna talk about the first 3 mods from this section and also the cottage living mod that I have. First of all, Simulation Lag Fix. reduces lag when you fast forward time in game, so Sims won't be standing doing nothing while doing a specific task, or if they do, they won't take as long. The tab mode camera that I'm using is actually outdated, but it seems to work fine in my game. I don't understand. There are updated versions of this mod, but they don't work the same. It's really weird. I tried them all. None of them do the same as this one. The tab mode camera usually kind of glides when you move it. With this one, it's just so precise with the movements. I'm just so used to it. I've been using it for years. I cannot go back. And I also don't understand why people are saying it's broken when it seems to work fine, unless it's breaking my game. And I just don't know it. And the hide lot trait effects removes the trait effect from your Sims when you're playing with lot traits that boost skills. Now for cottage living, I use the custom animals mod. This gives you the ability to buy rainbow animals, golden evil ants, and roosters from the get-go. On the download page, you'll be able to see the custom animal list, which are the animals that you can download to use with this mod. I'm also gonna link the mod that I use to get different colored cows that I use for my various save files. And if you want different farm animals, I'm gonna leave a link to Kalino's farm animals. She has made not only new sheds, but brand new farm animals for your Sims to own. And there you go, my entire mod list. This video took a while to make, but I think it was totally worth it because we have high school years coming out next week. This week, it's already Sunday, this week, sheesh. This week, and I'm certain that some of these mods are gonna break or are just not gonna be needed anymore. I have a mod that replaces the phone covers and adds in some new ones. The high school years pack is gonna add in new phone covers, so that mod is probably gonna break. But you know, if they do break, I have the list right here. I can update them so much easier. So you know, I'm not only helping you guys, but I'm also helping myself. Now whenever I need to update my mods, I can just check this list and update them all, check if they're all working fine. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found out some new mods that you didn't know about. If you have any that you enjoy and you think I might enjoy, you can suggest them in the comment section. I'll take a look at them. I'm always eager to add in more mods to my game. And until the next time, goodbye everybody, take care.